Welcome back. This is our MRS22 Spring 2023 Final Part 1 review for questions 4 and 5, which will be a single question on our final. These two questions are related in a sense because one of them is a geometric series question where we're going to be adding a geometric series. And the second one's going to be what's called arithmetic series. So hopefully there you can see how the relationship and why they're together. And if it's a 10-point question, I would say they're both worth about 5 points. So question number 4. The initial push of a child in the swing causes the swing to travel a total of 6 feet. Each successive swing travels 80% of the distance of the previous swing. Determine the total distance to the nearest hundredth of a foot a child travels in the first 5 swings. So one technique would be, in this case, is to kind of list all 5 swings here and find values. Well, the first value in this case would be 6 because that's the first swing. And the second one is 80% of the previous swing. So that would mean that you got to take the 6 and multiply by 0.8, which is, we'll calculate after, but I think that's 0.48. Okay. Now the next swing will be 0.8 of that one. So it would be 6 times 0.8 squared. And so 6 times 0.8 squared, I'll just do the calculation here, is equal to 3.84. I hope I got that right. Okay. All right. So let's double check this here. Yep, okay. And so then the next swing, if you notice the pattern, will be 6 times 0.8, and so times 0.8 again for the previous one means the third power. So we would get 3.072. And then finally, the last fifth swing would be 6 times 0.8 to the fourth power. And that gives us a value of 2.4576. And so all we're going to do is now add up all these values. Okay? And then round to nearest tenth. Okay? So we take 6 plus 0.48 plus 3.84 plus 3.072 plus 2.4576. I gotta make sure I type in correctly, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh, okay. And so I think I typed something incorrectly. So, from my previous questions from before. Oh, I know why. I put down 4.48. It should be. This is where, unfortunately, I make an error here. It should be 4.8. That's why. Ah, of course. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are screaming, "Oh, you made a mistake." Yeah, I make mistakes. I apologize for that, though. So 6 plus 4.8 plus 3.84. And then 3.072. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually using the iPhone to add this up and all. And the tough thing is that sometimes they don't necessarily, I guess, register all the buttons I press. So I gotta make sure to type it properly. So the sum in this case I got was 20.1696, which to nearest hundredth approximates to 20.17 feet. And this technique is totally okay. I'm okay with this and all. But there is a faster way. And in this case, we use our sum of a geometric series formula. Sum is equal to A1, the first term, plus 1 minus r raised to the nth power, number of terms, all over 1 minus r. So on a calculator, we enter the following. Our sum would be 6 times 1 minus 0.8 to the 5th power close parenthesis, divide by, open parenthesis, 1 minus 0.8. And we're going to take our calculator here and type it in. So this is our previous problem here. I'm going to clear this out. 6 parenthesis 1 minus 0.8 raised to the 5th, okay, close parenthesis, divide by, open parenthesis, 1 minus 0.8. Now you have to put this, you can do the numerator first, then enter, and then find the denominator, enter, and then, find the value. But we find out that as long as we put parentheses properly, we should get this okay. And the answer is 20.16, same as before, 20.1696, which gives us the same answer of 20.17. Now, which one is the best one to use? I think in this case, whichever one you're comfortable with. I think it's the main thing. Okay? All right. Now for number 5. So the first row stadium has 400 seats. Each subsequent row has 50 more seats than the previous one. The entire stadium has 50 rows. How many seats are in the entire stadium? Okay. So one technique, of course, is to write out each one. So the first row is 400, plus the second row is 450, plus the third row is 500, because it's 50 more in the previous one. And so if you want full credit, you're going to have to list all of them. All right? Must list all 50 rows and then add. Okay? And that'll work out. It takes a lot of time though, but we have to be very careful and be organized and stuff like that. So I will tell you right now, if you don't list all the information, I will not give you full credit because you have not shown me all the work. Now the question is there a more efficient way? Of course, a more efficient way. There's our sum formula for arithmetic series. So our sum formula is different from geometric. Our sum formula is n times a1, which is the number of chairs in the first row, seats in the first row, plus a sub n, the number of seats in the last row, all over 2. Now we know n is equal to the number of rows is 50. We know the first row has 400. We don't know is what the last row is going to be. And so we have to use another formula. In this case, our nth term formula, which is a sub n equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d, where d is the common difference. Now, our common difference we had from the previous problem, well, not from the previous problem, but this problem here, is how much we're adding by. And we're adding by 50 every single time. So our d value is 50. So the 50th row will be 400 plus 50 minus 1 times the increase each time of 50. And so we'll just enter it to our calculator here. All right. 400 plus, in this case, 50 minus 1. Now, of course, you could type in 489. That's totally okay. But I'm just kind of going with what we did here. And then times 50. And we get 2,850 seats in the last row. Okay? So 2,850. Now let's use a formula. So our total number of seats will be 50 times 400 plus 2,850 all divided by 2. And again, because we're just filling in the formula, well, you have to memorize the formula, everybody, both formulas. And so we have in this case 50 open parenthesis 400 plus, now you have the value already in calculator, so I just go up and then enter, right? So you just go up and enter, and I'll just paste it for me, and then divide that by 2, and we get a total number of seats in the stadium to be 81,250. Okay, 81,250 seats in the stadium. Okay? And that's how you do the second one here. Again, combine to make two questions, 10 points total, 5 points each. Okay? All right, hope it was helpful. All right, and again, if you want to leave a comment like, "Oh, Mr. Gong, you screwed up before," like that's fine, that's okay. I don't mind. I know I make errors. I make errors. All right, but I always try to correct them and all. All right, so this time I was able to correct them because it was like not making any sense before. But then I realized, hey, 6 times 0.8 is not 0.48. 0.48. It's actually 4.8. Okay. All right, so I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, and again, try to go through it. Don't try to just copy down the answer. What you want to do is decide which technique is best for you, okay? Because you're going to be doing this for your final, all right? And of course, what makes more sense in this case. Now, one might take longer, but if it makes more sense to you, that may be the way to go. I would probably have you guys learn a more efficient way because I want you guys to be able to be much better at this, okay? All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you all. If you found this video helpful, please give a like, and I just leave comments as well too. I'd love to hear from you guys now. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be super helpful for me. All right, thanks everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.